All right, everyone, if you're ready.
You might be on vacation in school too.
We'll be shortly.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, y'all ready?
Yes.
We're good. All right. Commissioners Court special meeting, October the 5th. It's about 1:07 p.m. Special agenda. Now we've got the number one, budget amendments. What do we have today? None? None, okay.
Nobody ready?
Number two, bills to be paid. We have those for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Our one payment to Texas Department of Transportation for $51,815.20.
That's
For that right of way.
Yes.
Got one to the Harris County Treasurer for the radio tower rental for $94,835.22.
How much, Dwayne?
$94,835.22. Have one for Oscar Cicada for travel advance for $735. Have one to Platinum Copiers Solutions for $2,056.07. And one to Wex Bank for fuel for $19,126.17.
What tower is that, Don?
Tower rental? That's the one that names, I think.
Huh?
I think it's the one that names.
Okay, not the one up there on Davis Hill.
I believe so.
I think it's charged.
Yeah, we gotta work out a drain. We keep the road open for them late.
I think y'all have.
Okay.
All right. What's the court's pleasure?
I'm gonna pay the bills.
Second.
Got a motion from Greg, second from Bruce. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nay. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number three, consider and approve service activation for A1 Telecom, changing the company name and building address, Liberty County Jail, that was under the name of GEO, correct?
Yes, sir.
Liberty County.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from Bruce, second from Greg to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Number four, consider and approve the modification of the 60-month agreement with Konica Minolta for 3 copiers from Liberty County Jail, previously approved September 22nd. You just had a little change on the contract price and need to run it back through here for approval by commissioners. What's the court's pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion from Greg, second from Bruce to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 5, consider and approve travel advance for Oscar for education and training. Yeah.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from Greg. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 6, approve budget amendments with salary adjustments to the county clerk's office, the district clerk's office, and the election administrator's budget, which will result in an overall net increase in the general fund monies available to the county for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2021. Okay. I think y'all all have the printout. You'll have the opportunity to look over this.
Yes.
Just in it today. It's a little bit complicated, but essentially trying to pay more salaries out of the records management fund. If you look at the numbers, I sent you an early copy of the monthly report for next month, but it has the year to date, or the fiscal year to date amount that we've been doing in our office. As you can tell from last year to this year, we've grown substantially. Verifies it. So we've been putting a great deal of money in that account for the numbers, and I think it'll more than recover what we want to do, the salaries that we want to pay out of there. What it does is it reduces the amount of general fund money that will go to the county clerk's office substantially. But at the same time, what we want to do is just adjust the base salaries for the clerks 1, 2, and 3. I sent you a copy of an old salary survey that was done, and believe it or not, that's the salaries we're still paying. We wanted to raise them to where they start at 16. So that would be for the people in my office, Dick's office, and for the voter registrar in Clint's office. We have the exact numbers worked out, but it's going to result in a net increase in budget that you adopted of $3,000 for the election administrator, which is for benefits, $27,000 for the district clerk's office salary and benefits. It's going to increase the clerk's budget, general fund, 148,000 in salaries and benefits, but it will increase the amount of salaries and benefits we're paying in the records management fund by, I think, 212. It should result, I had 118,000 on there, but I put in more for health services than Dwayne did, and y'all put in the adopted one. So if you use the numbers from the adopted budget, it's actually 168. If you look at the amount of money we're bringing in, it's actually even, you're going to see more than that net for 2021. But it will give some extra money in the budget and on other things. And at the same time, getting our salaries at a more competitive level and making everyone happy, win-win. Do y'all have any questions?
I thought we got away from this a few years ago where you take money, if I want to take money out of road material and pay extra salaries and, you spend all the time working on the budget and getting the budget worked out. And, I don't know, Dwayne, what do you?
For what it's worth, we had this ready to go beforehand, but they were busy with the jail and they asked me to hold it off until after we got the other budget approved, which is what I did. This was just something they couldn't get to.
Us, or the judge came to us and we was at the 11th hour preparing the budget, and we'd added to the jail, and we did the step pay for all the law enforcement officers. And we were starting to go in a circle trying to get it done, and
Run out of time.
run out of time, so it wasn't included in the original budget. So
I'd like to make a motion that, Ms. Lee, you know how I feel about our employees. You know how I feel about our employees. But I think before we even vote on this, I would like to see this go to our auditor's office to run the numbers, number one. And I would like to also get a legal opinion on this before we make a motion one way or the other. So I would like to make the motion. Let's table this. Let's get some legal advice to whether it's correct or not, and let's get our county auditor to run these numbers.
As far as well, actually, the auditor's seen the numbers. Like I said, we've had them for a while. As far as the legality, as far as paying salaries out of the records management fund, that has been addressed at the Attorney General opinions and one. It is something that I can voluntarily do, and it's legal. We did it last year to a small extent to cover the cost of having elections in the department. And what we're doing this year, shortfall is increasing the amount of money so that we can release, so that you've got more money in the general fund to pay for other things.
I understand, Ms. Lee, I'm not against it, and I'm not for it right now until, once again, our auditor runs these numbers and looks at them, and we can go outside for a legal ruling, and then I will feel safe about making a motion one way or the other on this.
What I could do, take her numbers, what she's proposing, and I could compare a budget amendment, and then I could bring it back and y'all could vote up or down on the budget amendment, put it on. I think I would help. I'd like to say I'd have it ready by next Tuesday, but might be.
Let's see.
I say lay on the motion, I guess.
I mean, I'm not for again.
We'll wait till you get something for you.
Pretty good. I appreciate the kicking in funds out of your office, especially in records, because your number is really high, and putting back into the general fund. I do want to get back. I don't know. I mean, Lee's an attorney, you're an attorney. Would you prefer to go to your staff and ask them to look at this and see?
Commissioners Court's free to approve budget amendments throughout the year.
I'll agree with that. It's just.
Can you take money?
I believe that is correct. There are a lot of funds that have some specific rules on them. My own pretrial diversion fund has rules governing it. Lee has this one, but I believe that she's correct. I have not researched it.
Well, we looked at it last year.
She can
Yeah,
vouch,
I think
if she can vouch for their doing the percentage of the time how their salary is devoted to records management, and the definition of that term, then
All of these, it comes out to about 50% for the employees. So what I'm paying is 50%, which I would swear on a stack of Bibles any day of the week that they're spending at least 50% of their time doing records management. That's all they do is records management. So
but when we do this, are we opening ourselves up that now we're looking at somebody taking money out of seizure fund or road material or anything else to raise their salaries because they don't agree on the budget that we have originally put out?
My particular budget is one of the few that will allow this. But it is something that they do allow and that other counties do, but other funds are very restrictive. The records archive fee that we collect can't be spent for anything other than restoring the books. We can't even buy a copy of paper with it. It has to be spent for 100% on restoring the books. This just happens to be one that will allow this. But those other funds are very strict in what they can be used for. So no, it would have to be in the code to allow it.
I guess the only question I'm going to have, I understand it in your department, but adding money to the Quest department or India's department out of your department, that's the part that's tricky with me.
It's not doing what I'm doing is I am lowering the amount of general fund money that would go to my department. That means that you're going to have more than you have right now. what we want to do is we want to make the clerk 1, 2, 3 salaries equitable. And to do that, then similar adjustments need to be made to those other 2 offices for their employees. It's not as much money as you think it is. But, you know, if you calculate actually how much I'm paying records management, it's what did I put on there, 300 something? But with the adjustments and this and that, it you know, drops it to where I'm freeing up about 200,000 of general fund money for you to spend elsewhere. So
It just, the question still comes to me, and I'm not really clear. It's your department, it's your fund. Can you legally give money to another department or another?
Well, so
I'm
what
not-
she's
I'm
saying is she's not doing that. I mean,
Go back over-
it's a
go back over.
So what she's saying is, hey, look, I'm freeing up money that's gonna be able to go back to the general fund.
Okay.
And asking at that same moment, after it's back to the general fund, can you consider giving it to the district clerk's office for raises to make it equitable for the salaries? That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, Jay,
budget, but I wouldn't be giving you the money directly. I'm just not going to use general fund money to pay a good chunk of the salaries in my department.
That's what I want anybody listening to understand.
Right, yeah,
Okay,
it's a very good point.
Leon,
once again, I'm gonna make the motion, we table this, that we ask Matthew go to an outside source for a legal opinion on it. And let's let our county auditor go through the numbers and make sure everything's proper.
okay, we got a motion to the table till we have a chance
I'll second what
to look at it a little bit closer.
Okay, I'll discuss this anyway.
A motion from Leon, second Greg, to the table and give us an opportunity to wade through the weeds. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays.
Nay,
Yeah.
a nay.
Oh, I thought you said Jay. Okay.
No.
Okay. It's still going to be tabled 2-1. All right. And we'll look at that the next meeting, hopefully. Number 7, consider approved continuation of the intern program in the county clerk's office to assist with scanning and organizing data for the software conversions. Fiscal year ending September 30, 2021. Be paid with funds from the county clerk records management fund.
And we had those students over the summer and they did such a good job and they got so much done. And I still have some things that need to be handled, and with the conversion and our workload, my staff just can't get to it. So what I want to do is to, you know, be able to continue to hire students to come in. I've got a bunch of maps I need them to take things to, a whole bunch of files that we need to finish scanning, and just it's a lot of tedious work, but they're really good at it. They enjoy it, and helps them learn a little something and give them a little, you know, money on the side. So right now I don't have it budgeted, and that's something I want to budget into records management as well. Another 20,000 for temporary intern salaries for this year, for this fiscal year.
Discussion?
Well, I guess since that was included as a budget amendment in the previous motion, you know, it's probably better for that to just wait. It sounds like it's not time pressing. Do that correctly.
No, it's just I still would like to be able to have some people come in and help us out. So we sure need it.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
What's the court's pleasure on that?
This is just a continuation of a program that you've already.
We did it last summer. I paid for interns out of records management, and it was really great. So I wanted to do the same thing for this fiscal year. And temporary intern money. Yeah.
I just like to add this records management fund that she has a lot of money in it and gets a lot of money put in it on a regular basis. It stays around the $1 million mark, give or take, all the time.
Matthew,
Well, I think it just might be a little confusing. So she has asked for certain budget amendments in the last item. And so if y'all don't approve the budget amendment, then I don't know that this item makes sense.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Matthew.
to approve budget amendments for either one of these two.
Yeah.
So, just bring this back and put it in a separate item.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think if y'all do the budget amendment, then it's within her discretion to continue the program. And it should be good. So really what we need is that that more fundamental issue.
And I'll get those done and y'all can vote on them.
Okay.
And I'll try to do as quick as I can. I'll have it.
We got the numbers ready. We'll give them to you. We got it.
Well,
We worked out down to the penny on each person, so we got it.
So y'all say to table this?
Yes,
Make a motion to table.
We essentially have already tabled it, I mean, when we
Yeah.
tabled the other motion.
Since it is an action item, I'd like to.
Yeah, okay.
So we all made the motion to table.
Second.
Greg made the second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. All right, Bruce, don't be running over any antelopes out there on the way to Abilene.
Make a motion to adjourn.
You got Evelyn?
Got a motion, for Bruce, to adjourn, need a second.
Second.
Greg. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. I can get on back on the road to Abilene.
All right. We're done.